I thought it'd be fun to show you my plants. Here we go. So in my kitchen, I 3D printed these little pots that you can kind of, oh, it's coming. Well, let me tell you, you can slide them in and out of this slot right there. It's in there good. But I got one little guy, he's got to get some help. But anyways, and then I've got this beauty. And it's got a little baby growing right there, and it's split right there, which isn't normal, but that's all right. This little guy got a couple different things in here. Some cacti. And there we go. Another little one with some cacti in there. My lucky bamboo. Holy cow, look at that boy. Oh yeah. It started at about like that tall. Alright, moving on. Fake shamrock or whatever. It's a little mad right now. I gotta get it in another pot with more soil and whatever. But it's pretty cool. It's usually open during the day, closes at night. Okay, coleus. Very, very cool. Have these like velvety leaves, and they're purple with green around the edge. And they have these really cool little purple flowers, little tiny baby little purple flowers. Not a lot of them on here right now, but there usually is. All right, outside we go. All right, here is the main collection. We'll just do a quick scan. All right, we're gonna go right to left. So you get a lot of aloe. These guys need a little help. They got a little waterlogged. That's my big guy. That's all its babies. And then I just planted basil, parsley, and mint in the back there. So, yay. I forget what the tree this is, but it's when my mom had me winter for her. Now it's mine. This is a African milk bush. And I just trimmed it all up, put it on a stand. So now it's not touching the ground. Before it was like all touching the ground. Trimmed a few of the leaves off. Like, it actually is like a rubber tree though. Like, there's this white milky stuff that's in it that, like, if you get it on your hands, like, I've washed my hands like 10 times and I still have like it on me. So watch out. Wear gloves if you have one of these things. Okay. This is my little succulent babies. I think this is a sedum, something trailing, or a trailing jade, something like that. Get some cacti in here. More little succulents. One more. This is one of my favorite little ones. There's just so many little plants all in one. Pretty cool. Okay. And then, oh yeah, all my cacti. We got the prickly pear for the main guy. And then hiding in the back is that guy. I forget what he is. Silver something. I don't remember. So those two, but there's a bunch of them. Cacti corner. That's why it's in the back, so we don't get poked. Anyways, back over here. Just started propagating all of these. Every one of those could be potentially a brand new plant. In maybe a month. Or less. Probably a month. Just leave them like that. Spritz them every now and then. There we go. Next row. We got Mother of Thousands. These guys got neglected for a minute. They were little babies. They are hopefully in rehab right now and are going to do better. 4 of them. And then in here, more succulents. They're just really small and tiny right now. They'll get there. They'll get there. Another row of jades and other little echeverias and random succulents. So yeah, they're getting along. They just got to adapt to being out here. Alright. These guys, though, got a flapjack in the back. I think some echeverias. I think those might be the trailing jades or peperomias. Just got a bunch of stuff in there. Just fun. Found that in the garden, or down in the dirt when I was digging underneath my porch. I don't even know where it's from, what kind of a toy it is, but it's pretty cool, so it's hanging out. Alright, then we got some more, I believe, Echeverias. And I threw some moss in there, and it's actually doing well. I hope it kind of covers all through. I don't know. That was my concept, keep the ground wet, but underneath not. I don't know, we'll see. And then here we have that guy. A little baby cacti over there, prickly pear. And then I believe these are some jades. And a bunch of other, I think they're Echeveria or Echeveria, whatever, however you say them. Bunch of them. And then up top here, spider plant, one of the Echeverias, a little mixed batch of stuff. Mother of Thousands, which a lot of people are not fans of. I am, but I got this one burnt. That's why it's all trimmed and weird, because it got sunburnt. You live and you learn. Mixed pots. These guys are getting a little leggy, so I had to bring them outside. Basil. Then a little mixed pot. And all these guys down here, look at that. Ooh. I love these. Alright. So that is pretty much it for all of my house plants that I have downstairs. I have an upstairs little room that I have just a few left in, but they're, whatever, a lot more of the same. So, thanks. Hope you enjoyed the tour.